I might reiterate at this time that this is a disqualification rule waive. This means if either man is disqualified, they lose the match and the title. The title has been held up, and there's Dusty Rhodes. Gary Hart and his army claim the movement is dead, but there you see it in living color. The Dusty Rhodes movement is alive and well in Tampa and throughout the entire Southeast, no question about that. Mr. Watts, you missed with that one.
And right there, you recall last week, he split me over with that elbow pad. There's something in it. And look, he holds it up for the referee, but what a perfunctory check. Not in depth at all. The man didn't check inside it at all. There's something in that elbow pad. Nobody can hit that hard.
Well, side headlock applied by Cowboy, and there certainly was a thumb. There's no question about
that. Well, certainly he's hit me with something in that elbow pad. Listen, I tell you, I've never said that Dusty Rhodes wasn't tough, and he and I have had some brawls. I broke 3 of his ribs in Jackson, Mississippi once. It's nothing new. It's a fierce thing. He's unorthodox. He's big, he's not a great wrestler, but he's got a lot of heart, and he's a tough brawler. But the unorthodox part of it, plus he gets some kind of electricity out of his people, as he calls them, and they seem to stimulate him unbelievably. He's so proud of himself. He's on such an ego trip, and yet the people, every time they cheer, it's adrenaline flowing for Dusty Rhodes. It's really exasperating. Look, the man is unorthodox, you see, and he's got that elbow. He has got confidence in that elbow because there's something in that pad. The referee gets on me when I hit him, doesn't do a thing to Dusty Rhodes. I just want the referee to get out of the way.
Going for a side headlock now. Dusty Rhodes trying to keep you tied up, and certainly at this point of the match, it would have to say that it's been a very even contest.
Well, it's a handicap type thing when the pressure's on you, and you know against the prejudiced officials, and the fact that you have to worry about getting disqualified to lose your title, whereas Dusty Rhodes loses nothing but the match if he gets disqualified. The pressure is on me. Again, you saw I use that elbow. He's a hard man to slam. I've used that same tactic myself. In order to slam big men, you generally have to get them moving. But look how proud he is. He walks around there like some jive. He just skates around. He's so proud of himself. There's the unorthodox type things right there. He sat down. I had his arm crimped and everything else, but he's got a high pain center. He sat down. I couldn't arm whip him.
Here you've got him in a bear hug, but he's beginning to escape it and using a good basic wrestling hold.
But then you see my speed, too, and he goes for that elbow, and I respect it because I know he's got something in there. Look at him pose and shake his head. The man is really a goof. He's unorthodox, and yet for some reason, he gets this power out of these people, and it's really hard. It's hard to overcome everything.
Tried to catch him with a knee, but luckily he ducked down just in time. It's and the referee watching here, and apparently he has some breathing room, but not very much.
Well, what you do anytime you have a headlock on the guy or anything else, you lay the weight on him, crimp his neck, and try to force the air out. And if my hand is accidentally slipping over his nose, it's not really intentional. However, I do know that if he has a breathing problem with all that fat around his heart and his stomach, that it's going to take a lot of stamina out of him. Right here, I use my weight to keep him pinned. You notice I drop the hips and really keep all the weight on top of him.
What is that left hand doing, Mr. Watts? It appears that you're trying to smother him.
Goes to the elbow, but again, with my great speed, I get out of the way. Fighting a little fire with fire there.
Well, a good move here.
Great agility. The referee's in the way. I've got the man pinned right here. I got his left leg grapevine. You can see he's down for a good 5 or 6 count. I should have won the match. The clumsy referee wasn't there.
What are you doing here, Mr.
I'm watching the referee. I admit I'm watching the referee to make sure, and I've got something to try to... But he beat me to it. That's all. That's all. I've got no excuse there. I was beat at my own game because I had planned on using mine on Dusty Rhodes. I'll guarantee you that.
And so anger and the past transcended the importance of the Florida Heavyweight Championship momentarily for Cowboy Bill Watts, and it cost you the title, and Dusty Rhodes is the new champion.